Hi guys, I'm Natalie, and today, as you can tell, there's nothing before me, but I'm going to be reviewing my new vacuum. It's a Dyson Ball Allergy. I don't have it up here because it's rather large, bigger than I could easily fit right here, and I'm not unboxing anything. It's not pretty and new. It's dirty. It has dust in it, and it's been used. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you live to my front room, to my couch, so that you can see a live demonstration of how it works. I'm gonna show you just the regular, vacuum, pushing it around, and then I'm gonna show you a bunch of the attachments that came with it and how I use some of them. And then I've got real dog hair, human hair, feathers, just kind of the normal wear and tear you can find on my couch when I haven't just vacuumed it. And I'm going to show you how well this thing works. I'll talk about some of the pros and the cons. So stay tuned. This is going to be fun. So this is my Dyson Allergy, or Dyson Ball Allergy. They all look pretty similar. This top part is usually a different color for the different models. But other than that, it looks just like the Dyson Animal. And we were told they're about the same. The motor and the strength and the ability, the sucking quality is the same. And so we just went with that one because of the promotional deal it was on, which was super cool. And one thing that I really liked was all of these attachments that came with it. These, I think I actually got two of the same, so I don't have it up here, but I actually labeled all of these because I couldn't remember which was which. There were so many. Plus, I forgot this one. And this one. So we've got everything from a reach under for dusting, and this is a duster too for like dusting your tables, your TV, top of the TV, whatever. They're built a little bit differently, and they reach different places a little easier. I think this one to get into the crack between my bed frame and my mattress, which nothing else, not even this guy, would fit in. I think this is a little narrower. This one is super cool because this is a low profile one, and this can slide right underneath my couches. And I think the couches are the lowest furniture I have, lower than even my bed. And this just attaches to the hose attachment in the back, and I will show you how all this works, and I'll show you how to use all of it. But I love this thing because otherwise I've got to move this huge sectional to vacuum under my couch. This one has been my favorite so far, and this thing is crazy and it's loud. It kind of sounds like a sound effect from Star Wars when you're using it, but this attaches to the hose, and this is terrific for sucking up the pet hair or human hair or whatever off of your furniture and upholstery. This one works great for it too. This is specifically named the Stair Attachment, and this works good too, but this one's crazy. I really like it. This one is specifically labeled for mattress and upholstery, and this works too for sucking up pet hair or dust or something. It's fine. This one is your hardwood floor. It looks kind of similar to this one, but it is different. It's got these funky square bristles on the bottom. I haven't used this one too much yet, truthfully, because the vacuum itself with its regular stock head works fine, but I believe one of these you can attach to the front. I just attach it to the hose, just easier that way. Now, if I had a big dog, I would use this attachment to groom them. That's what it's specifically for. It is for grooming your pet, and it's got these pokey bristles that come through. I don't think any of my dogs have fur thick enough to merit this. Even my long-haired miniature dachshund, I think this would be too intense for him. But if you had a golden retriever, you hook it up to your hose attachment, you can groom your dog using this. Maybe I'll sell it on eBay. Somebody might want it, I don't know. Or maybe I'll get a golden retriever someday. This is your telescope extension. And this is cool because this is flexible. And I didn't realize that at first. I kept looking through all my attachments for the flexible extension, and I was like, man, I didn't get it. Well, I did. I just didn't know that that's what this was. But it's got this nice little bristled head for, kind of generalized sucking. I kind of use it to clean in my sliding door in the gap, where all the nasty, grimy stuff accumulates. And it's cool because it's not rigid. It'll kind of move and bend where you want it to. and then it collapses back down small. This guy is pretty similar, only it's got a bigger head than this extendable one, as you can see. But what's cool about this is you can have it be stuck at the edge if you want to just use it, you know, like that, or you can have it where it's kind of loose, where as you push it along, this may just be what's catching all the dirt, but it can also be moving anything stuck as it goes along. Maybe I didn't describe that very well, but it is super cool, and I like it. I think that is all the heads I've got. So now I'm going to show you how a couple of these work. As you can see, I left my furniture nice and dirty for you. I do have a white dog amongst my 5 dogs, and there is white dog hair. There are feathers from my down comforter throws. There's probably a couple of blonde hairs from my own head, and just dust, but I left it as is because I want to show you how cool this thing is and how I use it to suck up and clean my furniture. I'd show you the floor. I don't know that you'd see it quite as well on the floor unless I did what Dyson does and poured some beads and some dirt or some flour on the ground, and you can watch any of those videos to see that. But I will say that on its own, it is really terrific at sucking up the dust, the dirt, feathers, whatever. I have hardwood floors, but I do have carpet in my bedrooms. And one of the cool features about this is you can press this gray button right next to the power button, and it turns on the rotating bristles, which are specifically for sucking up stuff on your carpet, and it's top notch. I mean, I have loved it so far. I'm someone who has a lot of environmental and seasonal allergies, and I think it's been better since using this regularly. I think it does keep things clean and more filtered than my previous vacuum, which was a dinosaur. And it inspires me to dust a little bit more often when I can just use one of these instead of running to and from the kitchen sink and rinsing off a rag all the time. Oh, and another thing I like about these is for sucking up spider webs. I'm looking up into the corners of my ceiling, but you know how you get those spider webs in the corners of your ceiling and you have to like get your broom to reach those? Well, you've got a variety of options here to suck up your spider webs in your corners too. So another thing I like. Something great about Dyson, about this specific model, and probably there are other models, is that you don't have to mess with a nasty filter anymore. When it's time to empty it, you just, like I said, press that red button, and then I'm not going to do it here, and as you can see, it's been used because it's dusty and it's got hair and stuff in it, but you just stand over your garbage can, press the red button, and the bottom pops out and dumps it right into the trash. Neat and easy, which I love. And I've also accidentally dumped it on the ground, so beware when you're pressing the red button because it's instant. Yeah, it wasn't hard to suck it back up, but still. Oh, and so the filter, they do have a filter, but what you do is it's right in here. You just have to rinse this guy out with cold water once every 3 months, and it's guaranteed for the lifetime of the vacuum. You don't have to buy a replacement for this unless you run it over with your lawnmower or something. Anyway, that's all there is to that. Let's vacuum. Okay, so in order to access the hose, all you do is flip this little lid up, and that's all there is to it. I mean, it goes in and out really easily once you figure it out. Or you could just watch a video. I didn't, and I just kind of went for it, and I was like, man, how does this thing come out? You just straight up and out, okay? And then it's kind of like a lightsaber. So this can come out and extend, and there are extensions to make it, you know, like this thing can get pretty long and, you know, head up toward your ceiling. And to attach any attachment, you just make sure that the aligning little piece right here, the little half crescent with the nub coming down, is facing this thing. And you just listen for the click. And then to disconnect, you just press that piece in and hear the click, pull it out. Super easy. I would say my only complaint so far about this vacuum is the fact that this, the hose, it's not real loose. And what I mean by that is when I'm, you know, doing whatever, let me just put this on here. When I'm standing up or doing something with the attachment, sometimes it's so tight and taut, and maybe that's just so that it easily goes back into formation, but I have to really pull to keep this thing out. And sometimes the vacuum kind of follows you along real closely because the hose just feels like it won't give much. And it's not a big deal. It's just when I watched a lot of the promotional videos for this vacuum, it looked like in the videos that this hose had a lot more give in the video. I mean, you showed the woman who's like gleefully vacuuming her the cobwebs from her ceiling, and this just seems to like go on and on and on, but you really have to kind of pull on it to get it to go. But I think once you pull it out, it stays out a little bit more, but still it takes a little doing to keep this out. But it's not a big deal. It was not at all a deal breaker for me. Really liked it so far. So I don't usually vacuum my furniture sitting down, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to do so that you can see a couple of these attachments and how effective they are at vacuuming my furniture. Specifically, vacuuming up a lot of this white dog hair. I've got a Jack Russell, and he sheds the most out of all of my dogs, and this hair is present throughout all my house. And so part of the reason we got this vacuum was to help keep up with the hair and the dust. So without further ado, let's vacuum. So I'm using the carpet attachment so you can see it first, and then I will switch out and I will show you the carpet upholstery attachment that's crazy. So again, I've attached my the end that I want, and all you do is press the power button. You don't have to flip any switches, you don't have to do anything. It automatically knows that, hey, I'm using the hose now, so it's not gonna run the front of the vacuum. Okay, so I showed you how using the stairs attachment and the carpet upholstery attachment that I cleaned my ottoman. Sometimes I have to take a couple of passes, sometimes the hair just kind of sticks, but for the most part, one pass with either one of these sucks up everything off of my ottoman or any of my furniture, which is super nice. Something else that is really cool about this particular attachment is that this one is touted for its ability to never get stuck. Even if you stuck up long stuff, these will not get stuck, according to Dyson. I've never had a problem so far. I have, medium to long hair, and even though I keep the place pretty well cleaned up, my hair does get everywhere, and I have some right here just to show you that getting hair sucked in here will not stop these little wheels from turning. It won't get them stuck. I do periodically pull the hair out of there just to keep them clean, and then I just have the end suck them up, just to keep everything in good working order. So let me just show you how quickly and easily it's going to suck up my hair. So did you see that? I didn't even have to go all the way up to it, and it pulled it right in. Super, super cool. I love this thing. I use all of these all over my house. And as you can see, I don't think any of my hair, that's not any of my hair. That's what is there is dog hair from vacuuming earlier. My hair is not stuck in there. These have no issue whatsoever turning. It's a really great attachment. I use it all over the place. This is also the attachment that I use for my throw rugs, both in the bathroom, at the front door, at the back door, because you will not be able to take this vacuum over your rugs. It just won't go. It's too powerful. It will suck it right up, and you'll get that panicked feeling like with your old vacuum when you started smelling burning rubber, only you won't smell burning rubber. So you have to use an attachment to vacuum your rugs. Not a big deal. I only have a couple of small throw rugs. The rest is hardwood floor, and then a couple of bedrooms of carpet. Anyhow, I could show you, all of these, but they're pretty self-explanatory. Just like the other ones, you just attach it. Hopefully I'm showing it where you can see it. Listen for the click, and then you just go to town. It's really easy. That's something I like. It's very easy. It's not like the old vacuum I had growing up where it was like surgery to attach one piece and attach another and to attach the vacuum, then you had to haul the huge heavy thing around. This thing is so easy. It's so lightweight. It makes my cleaning and dusting so much easier. Disposing of it is easier. So there you have it. That was live and unscripted and very for real. You probably saw my dogs moving around in the background. I've loved this vacuum cleaner. It has made my cleaning and my dusting so much easier. It's less hassle. I have really liked it, just for all the reasons that I spoke about previously. As I said, the only thing I didn't like so far was the fact that the vacuum hose part just doesn't, it seems like it could be a little bit looser. It looked looser on the videos. Again, that just may be my perception. It was not a deal breaker for me. It works fine. It seems to stay really tight and not like an accordion. Anyhow, you should know too, the Dyson Ball Allergy and the Animal are the same. They're just going by different names. I believe they just come with different attachments. The Animal was the one I was going to get just because I've got dogs. But the Allergy model was on sale, and so this model retails at $500. I got it for $299. They threw in all those attachments. Normally they do not all come with that model, but because of the sale going on, and I'm sure the rep was just really trying to sell me this, and it worked. She threw in everything. There's even a bag that all the attachments came with. But I've been very happy with it. So happy that I decided to do a review of it for you guys. But that's kind of a steep price depending on how much you want to spend for a vacuum cleaner. My first vacuum cleaner was $50 at a yard sale. So, you just kind of, like anything else, you have to decide what you want and how much you're willing to spend for it. But if you have any questions for me about it, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll answer any questions I get. And if you like this content, please let me know by leaving a thumbs up or a comment below. And as always, stay tuned for upcoming videos.